Nation, let peace reign. On the news this afternoon, NLC to withdraw from dialogue with federal government over petrol price increase. More Port Harcourt residents resort to trekking as transport fares rise. Army seizes container with drums of illegally refined products in Ahoda, Rivers State. Traditional ruler in Kana, River State, faces 25 criminal charges. APC governors speak on resignation of party chairman, secretary. And on the foreign scene, North Korea ignores U.S. calls on missing soldier. My name is Jude Omamegbe, and this is the news.
This is the news on 92.3 Nigeria Info.
Good afternoon. The NLC has warned that it may be forced to withdraw the dialogue with the federal government over the cushioning of the hardship brought on Nigerians by the withdrawal of petrol subsidy by President Bola Tinubu. This followed the decision by the NNPCL to raise pump price of petrol from 537 naira per litre to 617 naira per litre. In a statement signed by NLC President Joe Ajero, the union accused the government of callousness, saying its palliative measures to address the repercussions of the subsidy removal lacked transparency. The chairman of the NLC in Rivers State, Alex Agwonwo, told Nigel, he said the final decision will be taken.
How we take money before month? Imagine 300 naira from Garrison to Lotta, another 200 naira.
See me where they pay from my one education to Choma 500. Now they pay 700 with their bag for driver. I know.
What I trade today, I have never traded such in my whole life.
The place where they enter 150 before, now na 300 they enter. Things don't bad well now.
On filling station down they sell at 700. Some close to 700. How much you want to buy for now? You never even feel the reason to buy full tank again. Place where they carry 200 before, now they begin calling 300, 350 for passengers now. All of them to they begin complain as if now we they drop.
Some commercial drivers in River State capital spoke on how the new increase in petrol costs has affected the transportation business.
This fall of a thing, it worry us well. Where you buy fuel, you can't drive, nothing they come out. So passengers on the track where the whole thing we will carry go pay for fuel. We not if you work motor. May they do something about this fuel of a thing.
I go buy fuel for filling station. Fuel of 3,015 naira, which is 5 litre. I get only 3,000. 15 naira don't loss. No profits. Now loss. 610 naira. They must do something.
The environment is scanty. The few ones where they come out, they complain too much. We they stay 2 hours before one motor go load. We don't know where would they go for this country because fuel control everything.
The thing that affect us well. Passengers self they trek now self they waka. So we not even see passengers again.
I don't usually have profit again because the fuel I'm buying is so expensive. We are having issues with the car owner because we are not meeting up. So at times when we tell the car owner the situation of things, they disagree.
It comes as petrol outlets of the Nigerian National Petroleum Company Limited (NNPCL) in Port Harcourt sell petrol for 591 naira per litre. Other petrol stations sell for as much as 600 petroleum products. The paramount ruler of Konobue community in Kana, local government area of River State, King Talo Thornway, has pleaded not guilty to 25 count criminal charges. He took his plea along with 3 others. King Thornway is on bail on health grounds, while the 3 others are in the Port Harcourt Correctional Centre. Some others involved in the matter are still at large. They are accused of sponsoring, killing, kidnapping for ransom, and operating as members of a cultist group in Konobue community between 2019 and 2021. The trial judge, Thompson, after listening to the charges and plea, adjourned the case. And meanwhile, Governor Fubara says he owes no apology for choosing a private school for the basic education of his children. The governor said this when he joined other parents yesterday for the graduation ceremony at his son's school. His comment was in response to possible criticism for his shunning public schools for the education of his children as an office holder. The governor assured the commitment of his administration to provide better standards of living and quality education in the state. He said the best legacy to bequeath to the younger generation is investment in education.
As a government, we will continue to support everything that will bring better life and quality education to the life of our people. For the graduates, it is another journey that they are about to start. Believe if you apply what you've been taught, what you've gone through here, put it into practice, wherever you find yourself, you will do exploits. So I want to wish you well as you journey to the next stage of your life.
An environmental manager in River State, Christian Otiasa, has urged the River State government to conduct an environmental impact assessment before starting the construction of the Port Harcourt Ring Road. Dr. Otiasa gave the advice in an interview to our correspondent, Soibi Oruari.
A project of this magnitude, crisscrossing several communities, does not have an environmental impact assessment report. Government should take the lead in obeying its laws. The EIA Act does not exempt project of this magnitude from environmental impact study. We cannot begin to cherry pick when and how, where EIA must be done. If government begins to disobey its laws, it will lose the moral impetus to enforce corporate environmental compliance.
Mr. Otias has also spoke on the need to engage communities that will be affected by the construction of the Port Harcourt Ring Road.
Here, we are threatening that if communities, youths, traditional rulers raise any issue concerning this project, they will be dealt with state coercive forces. That is not fair enough. I will tell you, in Sena Climes, they have gone beyond using EIA as the only project advisory. They have now included ecosystem services studies in addition to EIA as advisory, and here, even as close as South Africa, they are doing that.
In the meantime, the president of the Movement for the Development of Oyigbo Ethnic Nationality, Victor Okpute, wants part of Oyigbo to be included in the design of the Port Harcourt Ring Road. He says it will tackle flooding in the area.
Include Oyigbo LGA in the Port Harcourt Ring Road project, because it will be unfair for anyone to suggest that Oyigbo local government should not be added to the Port Harcourt City Ring Road project that Rivers State government is embarking on. Oyigbo LGA is part of Greater Port Harcourt City Development Authority area and has contributed huge quota for the economic gains of Rivers State and Nigeria at large.
Former Commissioner for Information and Communication in Rivers State, Paulinus Inserim, has unveiled an organization called the Gracia Center for Media Rights and Education for Journalists in Nigeria. Speaking during a press conference held at the NUJ Press Center in Port Harcourt, the former commissioner said the organization is geared towards educating and training media practitioners to uphold their rights, provide a basis for research, and promote high ethical standards needed to excel in the profession.
This vision is built on a very solid foundation, and what we want to do is to fill a gap. A lot of journalists don't know their rights. A lot of journalists in this country don't even know about ethical issues. We shall be doing researches, workshops, seminars. We will re-engineer media practice from the wealth of experience. Really want to see and contribute to the practice of journalism in Nigeria. All those who work in the media should join hands with the Gracia team.
Mr. Inserim, who is also the chairman of the Nigerian Institute of Public Relations NIPR Rivers State chapter, said membership in this not-for-profit organization is open for journalists irrespective of sex, ethnic group, political or religious creed. He also said forms will be open to individuals with relevant journalism qualifications and experience. Commending the initiative, the chairman of the NUJ in River State, Stanley Job Stanley, urged journalists to embrace the idea to further help them set the bar for objectivity and fairness in media practice.
I want to believe that this center will bring more education on these areas, and the members of the media or the journalists will know more of their rights. And I want to commend there has been a great center. When it was a PAMSET, there was a program he created which has to do with our state, and now he's bringing this one. I think it's worthy of support. We should give it the support that it requires.
Our correspondent reports that the Gracia Center will organize a free workshop themed post-2023 media agenda roadmap, conceptualization and opinionization on the 26th of July at the Goshen Event Center, and certificates awarded to the participants. Well, still to come, APC governors finally speak on resignation of party chairman and secretary. Stay tuned. News Bulletin. Former party leaders were not forced to resign. The APC governors also apologized for the recent adjustment in the pump price of petrol from the previous 550 to 617 naira per litre.
And now the business news.
To business now. The naira appreciated against the US dollar on the investor and exporter forex window on Wednesday, closing at 793 naira 70 kobo to dollar. Naira previously traded at 825 naira last week on the Nigerian blind after attempting to break a record for the longest marathon by an individual. In a statement, the Guinness World Record said it did not approve it as it would never be able to monitor such a record. Recall that Tembu Ebere, during an interview with the BBC, claimed that he went partially blind for 45 minutes while attempting to break a Guinness World Record for crying without a pause for 7. In sport, Norway, for more than 42,000, the biggest crowd in New Zealand football history. Striker had a early in the second half at Eden Park to give New Zealand women maiden World Cup win. And finally, international scene, North Korea is not responding to attempt to negotiate the release of a U.S. soldier who fled, but its nations have not answered. The soldier, Private Travis King. And that was the news this afternoon. But before as rise, the new army has ceased to 85 criminal charges. APC has verified that the national chairman Abdullahi Adamu as secretary resigned voluntarily and was but 26 to 28% grade. Please be advised. Peace is a path to the prosperity of a nation. Let peace reign. My name.